Okay, let me just turn my iPad on. You guys, we may only be able to go 45 minutes today because I thought I had charged up my iPad, and it was the little thing that you hook into it to charge it. My little charger wasn't all the way in, so it's only charged by like a quarter. So we'll see how long we can go. Okay. So we should be able to go maybe, we'll probably try to go 45 minutes and then end it there because I don't want it to just end because my battery just ended. So, okay. There I am.
If you live in Las Vegas, did you know that you can have permanent teeth in just 24 hours?
Just one second.
Only 24 hours.
Okay, there we go. Let me pause myself. Okay. Let me welcome some people in here. Mark Scheimer, thank you so much. Let me get my stuff out here. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much. And Mark Scheimer says, will the assassination in Minnesota move up the removal of the Orange Menace? Okay, I'm going to welcome everybody in, but let's just ask his question real quick here. Clear, Spirit. Will the assassination in Minnesota move up the removal of the Orange Menace? No. At least right now it's not. Sorry to say. Blessed 54, welcome in. And Mark, welcome in. Blessed 54 says they found suspect car with door open. Oh yeah, I know. I saw that. I saw that they found his car. Okay, so let me welcome everybody in, and then we will do what we're going to do here. God, my brain. Let's get it together, Angela. For those who are new, what we do is we usually do an hour, today's probably 45 minutes, of pendulum questions about our country's political mess or current events, okay? And we usually do yes or no questions so I can ask the pendulum and we can get a lot of information really quickly, okay? All right. Let me welcome everybody else in. Oh, and if you have a question for me after I welcome everybody in, put it in capital letters, okay? Okay. Welcome in, Candy. And Candy, I'll ask your question here in just a minute. Lunar, Gray Raven, fabulous moderator, welcome in. EMT girl, Blessed 54, Jimmy B, Christina Mello, welcome in. And Christina, I'll come back to your question too. Cannabis Queen, Jimmy B, Olivia, Christine McCoy, and I'll come back to your question. Boy, you guys got questions right away. Hey, Nathan Baker, another fabulous moderator, welcome in. Carolyn Candy, Chris Victor, Gloria, Amelia, Christine McCoy, welcome in. Chaotic Tobines, and D, Sunshine Lady. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, I think we got everybody. That was quick. Cool. All right, because you guys have a lot of questions already, so let's just get started with the questions. Candy says, oh, and we have a new time. I did 4 o'clock, I think, last week because the game was on. The game's not on tonight. It's tomorrow. But I think I like the 4 o'clock time. And then the East Coast people, it's better for them too. It's not so late. So we're going to move it to 4 o'clock. Okay. All right. Candy says, hi, Angie. How can Canada allow dumpy into their country? Felons are not allowed. That's an interesting question. I have no idea. I'll have to maybe do a reading on that or look that up. Okay. Gray Raven says, I still find it unbelievable this year, Matter Crap 47 has been allowed to get away with. Oh, all of the crap that he's been able to get away with. I went to Bedford MA protest yesterday. At least 400 people were there. Nothing compared to the Boston one. Awesome. I'm glad you were able to go. Okay. Okay, Christina Mello has a question. First, I want to say hello to Angie B and the Troll Busters. Hey, Christina. And I hope you all you dads had a great Father's Day. And second, Trumpstein's failed parade. I'm so happy that parade just was a mess. Okay, really quickly, you guys. This was crazy. I was asking my husband, because they hadn't really shown the crowd yet. When they showed the crowd, like in like the open field area, oh my God, you guys, there was nobody there. It was insane. It was like you could see more grass than people. Okay, then there was a stage. And I'm like, and then there was this country band performing. And I'm like, why aren't they performing for the people? They were performing for like maybe 30 uniformed military, which weren't active military. It was weird. I don't know what they were. And then they had like another 30 that were about to join the military in some cooped up outfit, okay, like some khakis and a blue t-shirt. It was weird. And so they were just sitting there like this, like, you know how they stand, all military style, listening to this country band just play to them off on the side somewhere. It was weird. And so then I was like, what the hell is going on? And I'm like, why aren't they on the stage? Well, they weren't on the stage performing because then they would have showed the crowd and the crowd was too small. So then I turned back. I wasn't watching it. It was just on the TV, on the news. They showed some things. They started clapping to the music. I guess they were told to clap. So they were like this. I was like, this is the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my life. But I was so glad it was horrible. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, Jimmy B says, is the Orange Menace involved in the unalive of Democrats representatives? Let's find out. Clear. Spirit. Is the Orange Menace involved in the unaliving of the Democrats in Minnesota? Look at that. It's saying yes. Allegedly. Okay. Oh, Gray Raven says that that her pendulum said yes too. You know what? I need to do a reading on that. Let me write that down. Does the Orange Menace have anything to do with Minnesota? Now, when I do this reading, I won't put this title in. It'll just be like my second reading. You know how I usually do 2 readings per video? I'll title the first video, but not this one, because, you know, this one will probably get me flagged or something. I don't know. Okay, Kristen McCoy says, hi, Angie. Will the Orange Menace have a major health event in June or July? One that cannot be hidden by the administration. Thank you. Okay, let me ask. Clear. Spirit. Will the Orange Menace have a major health event in June that can't be hidden by the administration? Oh my God, look at it. It's just shaking like crazy. Clear. Let me just ask this. Spirit, will the Orange Menace have a health event in June? Oh my God, that's in flux. It's just shaking. Okay, clear. Spirit, will the Orange Menace have a major health event in July? It is just shaking like no tomorrow. Okay, that's in flux. It's probably in flux because if he eats another cheeseburger, then he might have one. He might have a heart attack. So he has the choice not to eat another McDonald's hamburger. There's nothing wrong with McDonald's. Well, there is, but I mean, you know, to eat them once in a while, even maybe once a week. Not every day, like living off McDonald's. That's probably not good. Excuse me, guys, my nose. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My nose. All right, let me see what else you guys have for me. Let me go all the way down to the bottom and I'll go back up. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Gray Raven said they used to put maggots in those Big Mac patties for protein. What? Can't you get sick eating maggots? Oh my God, that makes me sick to my stomach. Okay, Christina Mello says, why are the Republicans hiding? Haven't heard from Marjorie Taylor Greene lately. I know. Because they're humiliated. They're embarrassed. They don't know what to say. Because there's so much crap going on. They get questioned so much. At this point, they don't even know what to say anymore. Okay. Okay, Blessed54 says, ask, what was some of the parade crowd paid to be there? Clear, Spirit. Were some of the parade crowd paid to be there? Saying no. Clear, Spirit. Was some of the military shown, was it fake? Yep, the military people were fake. A lot of them were. But I thought they were advertising about the crowd. Clear, Spirit. Were some of the crowd paid to be there? Huh, that's weird. I thought I had gotten in a reading that some of the crowd was, well, I didn't get they were being, well, did I get they were being paid? I know that, I believe that, I think I did. Maybe there was hardly anybody that took him up on that. I don't know. But some of the military was, and the military that was standing there, who the country singers were singing to them, they weren't part of the military. The ones were dressed in like khakis and a blue shirt or something. And then the other ones, they said that I don't know, they're not active military. So it was weird. Okay, Nathan says, Angie, will the person be held accountable that drove into the protest and killed people in LA? When did this happen? Did this just happen recently? Well, when did this happen, you guys? Okay, Gray Raven, I'll ask it the other way in just 1 second. You guys, when did this car drive into a crowd of people during the protest? Was this today? All right, I'm gonna ask a question, but someone answer me that, because I didn't see that. Okay, clear, Spirit. Okay, Spirit, will the person be held accountable that drove into the protest and killed people in LA? Okay, it's saying yes. This happened yesterday? How did I not hear about this? That's insane. I didn't even hear about that. Oh my God, I gotta ask my husband if he heard about it. He would have told me. That's true. Bless54 says the crowd was so few. It was so small. There was hardly any people there. Okay, let me ask it. I'll rephrase it like Gray Raven says. Clear, Spirit. Were they offered free gifts or promises to show up? Yes. Thank you, Gray Raven. Okay, so yes, they were offered gifts or promises. Because first I heard that they were offering $1,000. I'm like, yeah, right. You can't even pay your lawyers. How are you going to pay crowd to be there? Okay. Just 1 second, guys. I'm just going back up here. Okay, Christina Mello says, member of the Proud Boys was in the crowd, and a lady said, your wife must be so proud of you. And the crowd started to laugh. Loved the protesters. They did it peacefully. Yes, no doubt. Members of the Proud Boys was member of the Proud was in the crowd, and a lady said, your wife must be so proud of you. And the crowd said, that is great. That is great. Okay, let me keep going up here. Okay, Mark, I'll ask that question, but I don't really like doing time, so just take this with a grain of salt, because time seems not to be the thing that they can give us. So, but let's see what it says. Where am I? Where am I? Okay. Clear. Spirit, is the removal of the Orange Menace still going to happen on July 4th? Look at it. It's just shaking. Look at that. Just shaking. Okay, that's in flux. Okay, Nathan has a question. Clear. Spirit, will Kamala end up running for 2 terms? Saying yes. Okay, it says yes. Okay. And everyone who came in, who I haven't said hi to, welcome in. Welcome in. I know it was a little weird because I'm on at 4 instead of 5, and I've changed the time. I'm going to do it at 4. It's better for me, and then I think it's a lot better for like the East Coasters. It's not so late. So, okay. Okay, let me go back down to the bottom. I know, I noticed that too. Bless 54. Ivanka did not come. I didn't see it. I didn't watch the whole thing. You know, I watched the news here and there, and they would show little spots of it. And when they showed him and Melania, I'm like, where's his kids? And they seemed like none of them showed up. Her son, well, I didn't see her son there. I didn't see his daughter there, or his 2 sons. Oh, he has two daughters. I didn't see either daughter, and I didn't see his 2 sons. 3 sons. That's crazy. I know Melania was falling asleep. I'm going to do a reading on this tomorrow. I want to know how people felt. Rubio. Oh my God. Rubio's face. They showed his face. He was like this. He had that same face that, like, when he was sitting on the couch in the Oval Office, and Vance and Orange Menace were going after Zelensky, when they were, you know, bullying, trying to be bullies, how he was sitting on the couch like this. That's how he was again. And then the Orange Menace, you know, he's just an oaf. He's like this. I'm like, you guys are having a good time. I'm glad you spent 145 million of our money to sit there and, you know, pout. Jeez. And then they showed another guy. Oh, this was hilarious. They showed another guy, and you can tell, like, he forced his wife to go. She didn't want to go. He's over there asleep, just snoring. Okay, just snoring, and she's like this. There wasn't nobody happy at that parade. Hilarious. The only thing that wasn't hilarious is that he spent 145, I think it's 145 million, something around that. Ridiculous. Okay. Oh, Christina says Ivanka was in New York at her brother-in-law's birthday party. That's weird. Yeah, Susie Cat, sorry, I did change it again. I did it 4 o'clock last week because of the NBA Finals, but I'm just going to keep it at 4 o'clock because because I do think it might be better for East Coast people because it's not going to be so late. And it's actually a better time for me. So sorry about that. I did it this morning. I posted it so that more people could see it. So sorry about that inconvenience. Oh, Christina said Melania got paid to be there. These people do anything for money. Even a brother-in-law's birthday. They're crazy. Okay, Gray Raven has a question. Clear, Spirit. Will the government be completely purged? Oh, Clear, Spirit. Will the government be completely purged? Yes. Thank goodness. Okay. Bob, ask me that question again. Is the man really who he seems or a paid assassin? Who is this? Oh, are you talking about the guy in Minnesota? Let's ask. If that's the question you're asking, Clear, Spirit, the assassin in Minnesota who killed the politicians, was he paid to do this? Oh my God. As I'm asking it, it's saying yes. You know what's crazy? Me and my husband were talking about that today. And I said, personally, allegedly, I would not put it past the Orange Menace not to have had something to do with this because he knows that his parade is going to be a big flop. So whenever anything is a big flop, or he doesn't get what he wants, he throws a tantrum. And he's throwing the hell of tantrums. Like that, like January 6th, that was a hell of a tantrum. Okay, because he didn't win. He had an insurrection. And then this just said yes. That, yeah, he had something to do with that. That's crazy. Or that he was paid. And that the Orange Menace had something to do with it. A paid assassin. Well, if he's a paid assassin, you're probably not going to find him. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying at the bottom. Blessed 54 says, Minnesota assassin had a passport and money in the car when cops stopped her. Oh, you're saying the assassin's wife had a passport and money in the car when the cops stopped her? Bless 54, explain that a little more. That's crazy. You're talking about the man in Minnesota who assassinated the politicians, right? He was married? I thought he had a roommate and he lived with a roommate. All right, let me know. Cannabis Queen, you're right. We should not put nothing past him. Yes, yes, yes. Bless 54 said yes. Oh my God, I didn't know he had a wife. Because see, I seen him with a roommate, and the roommate, I think he's like our age. Well, I shouldn't say that. Anyway, he was sitting on the steps and he was crying and saying he still loves his friend, even though his friend did this, and he can't believe that he did this. And he was a roommate. How weird. Okay. That's crazy. You know what? Now that you said that, Nathan, I did hear that. Nathan Baker, he said, Angie, everyone was paid with crypto coin. This is why that not very many people came. I mean, that they're like, how am I supposed to trust some crypto coin? I don't even know what it is. And if it's with the Orange Menace, you know what? It's a scam. It's a scam. Paid everybody with crypto coins. So basically, he paid people with monopoly money. Insane. Insane. Okay, Becky Bailey said, I heard the same thing, that it was confused. It confused me. I'm thinking a strange wife may be separated. Oh, maybe they were estranged. Because supposedly he lived in a house with a dude and they were roommates. Oh, okay. Bless54 says, why did Marjorie Taylor Greene not show up? You know what? I didn't watch it, but from the highlights of it, I didn't see any of the senators. Were any of the senators there? I didn't see any of them. Oh, great. Okay, so Gray Raven said she stood up to Trump. She's in hiding right now. I heard something with Marjorie Taylor Greene. What happened with the Orange Menace and Marjorie Taylor Greene? What happened with those two? Didn't she not like his trades or something? Or she didn't like the big, beautiful bill? Which one was it? I should know this, but I hate listening to Marjorie Taylor Greene, so. Okay, Chaotic Tobin said she came out against the big, ugly bill. Oh, okay. That's what I couldn't remember if it was the bill or if it was the tariffs. Gray Raven says, all that crypto coin is going to bounce when they try to collect it. Exactly. Okay, Christina has a question. Did you see when the Trumpensteins were at the Kennedy Center and they got booed? Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, then they had before, I think it was, they came in before or after, but I think it was before the what are they called? Female impersonators. They came in and everybody stood up and clapped for them. And they're all to everybody, thank you. They looked great. Okay, they had their makeup, their outfits, they were looking great. And then everyone clapped for them. Then most of the people booed for Trump. It was the best. I loved it. Okay, drag queens. Aren't drag queens and female impersonators the same thing? I don't know. I went downtown to see, I live in Vegas, as you guys know, and I went to see the, I guess the drag show, but they call themselves female impersonators at the drag show. So, am I saying it right? Okay. Nathan said, Angie, people were yelling at him and calling him a convicted felon. You know what? I did hear that. Some people were yelling that to him. He's so stupid. Not just stupid, he's a criminal. Ooh. Okay, Amelia has a question, and then I gotta turn down my air. It's hot in here. Clear Spirit. Will the Minnesota assassin kill anyone else? Oh my God, thank God, no. It seems like he was just after people on his list. That list had like a lot of people. Like, I don't know, it was a lot of people. All right, just one second, you guys. I gotta turn my air down. Okay. That was weird. My house shouldn't be hot because it's already down to like 72. I had to turn it down to 70. But it's 110, I think, here today. It's ridiculous is what it is. Okay. Let's keep going. That's what I want to know. Now, if he was hired, he probably didn't unalive himself. But if he wasn't hired, well, no, we already got that he was hired. So I can't see him unaliving himself, but let's confirm all this. And this question is by Chaotic Tobins. Clear Spirit. Did the Minnesota assassin unalive himself? No. Because what we all got is that he was hired. Okay. No problem, Susie Cat. I sure will. Oh, you know what I did? I did. You know what? I'll try to. Okay, if I'm gonna change the time, and I know ahead of time, I did say it on Saturday in one of my videos. But what I'll do is, if I change the time, um, if I change the time, I'll 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 try to tell you guys on Saturday if I change the time for some reason, and I'll do it in all three of the videos on Saturday. Okay, if I end up changing the time. So, sorry about that. I did it yesterday, but I only mentioned that the time change in my last video. I didn't do all three of them, but that'll give people more of a chance to uh to know. And if I know on Friday, I will do it too. Oh, did you hear real quick? Did you hear the statement that the Orange Menace made about the shooting, about the assassination in Minnesota? He said, "Oh, I think it's horrible that happened." He goes, "But um Walz is a horrible governor." And the reporters who were talking about it go, "That's expected that he would have to say something horrible." He's so disgusting. He's so disgusting. Yes, Christina's right. Don't forget about Boycott Mondays. We have a list. It's in the description of this video, and all the lives have it in there. And we made up a list of companies that either gave money and supported him. Hey, Pocket Full of Stars. Hello. And welcome in, Pocket Full of Stars. Did DT have anything to do with the shooting of the Democrats yesterday? Oh, we just asked, and it said yes, that he had something to do with it. And we also got that the assassin was a paid assassin. That is just horrible and scary. Hey, Maureen, welcome in. Krista Franklin asked, "Will Trump ever learn we are tired of him?" I think he learned it yesterday. Okay, that fool was humiliated. Okay, no one showing up to his little birthday party. And I guess last night I was listening to I think it was Midas Touch, one of the independent shows today, and it said that he was tweeting in the middle of the night, tweeting him and Melania watching the fireworks, and then he was tweeting those two sitting there watching the parade, and he kept tweeting all these different things to make it seem like it was big. And then one of his somebody in his cabinet said, "Yeah, there was 250,000 people there." They will even lie for him. It's insane. It's insane. Okay. Donna says, "I think the Minnesota assassin is worried that he might get unalived." No doubt. Let's ask that question. Clear Spirit. Will the Minnesota assassin, will he be unalived? Oh, saying yes. I got that in my reading that they're going to take his life if they catch him. Clear Spirit. Well, let's just ask this. Clear Spirit. Will the police catch the Minnesota assassin? Okay, it's saying yes. Clear Spirit. Will they have to unalive him? It's saying yes. Crazy. Okay. Okay, Manwich60 says, "Did the military deliberately march out of step to say Foxtrot Delta Tango to Orange Menace?" Oh, they're marching out of step? They're probably marching out of step because it wasn't even real military dudes. That's probably why. Okay, let's ask a couple questions. Clear Spirit. Did the military deliberately march out of step? saying yes. Clear. Spirit. The people who marched yesterday, were those real military? Was that the real military? Okay, yes. Clear. Spirit. Did they march out of step as a way to protest against having to be in that stupid parade? Yes. Yes for both of those. Krista says it was so many protests this weekend all over. Yes, there were so many protests. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. They said millions of people, all 50 states, millions of people. I love it. Nathan's like, here's Nathan's question. Clear. Spirit. Oh, Will Shady. Okay, I should know this. I thought you were saying Orange Menace. Nathan, who's Shady? Are you talking about Orange Menace? I'm imagining, because he's the only one that could be impeached. Clear. Spirit. Will the Orange Menace get impeached? No. Who's Shady? Oh, JD. Oh, Shady Vance. Can you get impeached as a vice president? Yeah, I know him as either, I call him couch humper or just Vance. Can you get impeached as a vice president? Oh, you can get impeached as a vice president? Okay, I never even heard about that. Clear. Spirit. Will Vance get impeached? Okay, no. Clear. Spirit. Will Vance get removed from office? Yes, which is way better. Yvonne says, how the U.S., how us, the G7, going to go for the Orange Man tomorrow? Yvonne, ask your question again. Just ask it a little bit different way so I can understand what you're asking. I'm sorry. Okay. You guys, we have so many abbreviations for these people. Okay, Christina Mello says they showed a picture of Steve Miller and Linda McMahon were on their cell phones. They didn't want to be there. They were probably calling for Ubers to get them out of there. I love it. Okay. Okay, let me go back down to the bottom here. Oh yeah, you guys, we're gonna cut this short today because remember I told you my iPad, I didn't charge it completely. I hate that. You always have to check, the plug to make sure it's in, and I didn't make sure it was in, and so it didn't really charge up my iPad. So sorry about that, you guys. So in about 5 minutes, we're gonna go for another 5 minutes, and then we'll do the giveaway, okay? Oh, and anybody who has won my giveaways, everything will be going out tomorrow. I got way behind this week, and I didn't get I didn't get the winnings out to people, their journals. So everything, and the winner of today too, everything will be sent out tomorrow. Oh God, the low battery just came on. All right, we're gonna answer just a few more questions, and then we'll do the giveaway. Ann D says she read that there were 2,000 protests yesterday. I believe it. Oh, Chaotic Bean says Green expanded impeachment articles to include Vance. That's really cool. I didn't know that the vice president could also be impeached. Only in this cabinet, well, all this stuff, things we never even thought about. Okay. You know what, Olivia? For some reason, my iPad, I cannot use it. It does not charge it while I'm using it. My phone does, but my iPad doesn't. It's weird. You would think, because my phone does. Okay, you guys, you know what? I'm on my last bar, so we're going to do the giveaway. Okay. For the giveaway today, we're going to give away the red. Oh, and for people who are new, what I'm giving away, this is all of my artwork, and I put my artwork onto journals. So it's a journal with my artwork, okay? So this is the Red Native Warrior. So you can choose that. You can choose the Red Native Warrior. Oh, I don't know what to call this one. We'll call, okay, this one, this is one of my collages, which I think can look really cool. I call it advanced collage. But let's call this one, see how it has like the little, let's just call this flowers, because see how many flowers there are? Let's just call it floral. Okay. Oh, and these are 8.5. These are 8.5 by, these are basically 8 by 10s prints. I will take these and make them into a journal. Okay. So I just don't have it made into a journal yet. So let's call this one florals, even though there's all kinds of cool stuff in this collage. I learned how to collage like this from this lady on YouTube, and I love it. It's all stuff from magazines, but it's the way you put it together. It's really cool. Okay. Anyway, this is not an art class. I don't need to be talking about that. The Empress. So we'll do those 3 today. Yeah, we'll do those 3 today. So either the Empress, florals, or the Red Native Warrior. Okay? All right. So how it goes is, let me just get my rules out. Just a second. Sorry. Where are they? I don't have that many rules. Okay. Okay. Oh, one thing too. If you're, you can play if you live in another country. I'll put $12. If someone from another country wins, I'll put $12 in your PayPal, or we'll work it out. Okay, because that's the most I pay for shipping. Okay. Make sure you put. You're gonna put the name KAMALA in. When I put go, you'll put KAMALA in. One time only. Oh, and if whoever wins, my email address, which is HerballyHipTarot@yahoo.com, is in the description. And I'll need your real name, your YouTube name, and your address. Okay? All right. Thank you, Nathan. All right, I'm going to put go in. All right, everybody put KAMALA in. And we're only ending, you guys, we're only ending 10 minutes early. So that's not bad. And also we started early because you guys had questions right away. So usually we don't start with questions right away. So we probably did about the same amount of time. Probably. Okay. You know what I want to do a reading on tomorrow is I want to know, I'm going to do a reading, the No Kings Parade versus the Orange Menace's birthday parade. I want to know what the effect was from that. How much did that expose him? Because that many people, I thought he had a mandate. Okay. I thought he won 70% of the vote. This is what he says. Okay. If you won 70% of the vote and you have a mandate, then those people would like what you're doing. They wouldn't want, you wouldn't have a parade with millions of people marching against you, protesting against you. So I want to do a reading on that tomorrow for sure. That'll be one of my first videos tomorrow. Okay. All right. I think we get enough time. All right. Let me count down from 10. 10, 9. You have 10 seconds if you still want to be in the giveaway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I pushed stop. So let me go back up to the top and we'll go like this. Okay, so we got Iris V. Congratulations, Iris V. Iris V, which journal do you want? Let me know which journal you want. Do you need to see them again, Iris? You know, let's do it like this. Iris V. And Iris, make sure that you give me, my email is in the description. It's HerballyHipTarot@yahoo.com. Make sure you give me your real name, your YouTube name, and your address, okay? Let me go down to the bottom here. Is Iris, has she answered yet what she wanted? Nope, not yet. Okay, we're just waiting for Iris here. And everybody stay, because if the person isn't here anymore, well, she should be here because she just put her name in, so she should be here. But if someone doesn't claim their prize, then I'll pick another name. So everybody stay here if you can. You're welcome, Amelia. Iris, I need to know which journal you want. Are you still here, Iris? Let us know. Floral. Okay. Iris is like, give me a second, okay? I'm trying to make up my mind. Okay, Iris, this right here we made into a journal for you, okay? And I'll be sending it out tomorrow. Everything's going out tomorrow. I can't be this behind. It drives me nuts. And Iris V, there's your name. So Iris, like I said, make sure that you email me. The email is in the description, and real name, YouTube name, and your address, okay? And if you can get it to me this evening, that'd be great, because I want to mail everything out tomorrow, okay? All right, you guys, that is it for tonight. Pocket Full Star says, I was at Portland one. It was so peaceful. Andrew, I wish you could have seen those signs. Oh, me too. All right, you guys, thank you so much to my wonderful, awesome moderators. You guys are the bomb. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing up for me, showing up for each other. Love, peace, and happiness, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.